His name is Ron Duvall. To date, in a tremendous display of broad knowledge and good luck, he has played 13 games and has amassed in cash and prizes over $40,000. How much longer will his winning streak continue? We'll find out in a moment as from Hollywood, it's everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic Tac Dough. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
Nice group of people with us for this edition of Tic Tac Dough, and it is an exciting match that we have underway right now. In fact, we'll first meet our champion and then an excellent opponent for that champion. Jay, if you will, please.
Okay, here they are. Our current champion has winnings the total in cash and prizes $40,850. He's a salesman who enjoys flying. Meet Ron Duvall. His opponent is a second lieutenant of the Air Force, and he enjoys playing guitar and skiing. Meet Doc Fass.
What is this fan club you've got? You got more people than I got, and I got my whole family here today. Hey, Doc, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, Wink.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, I think we should change our theme song with both of these Air Force guys, current Air Force gentleman and a former Air Force gentleman from the Air Force Academy. We should change our theme to the Wild Blue Yonder, or the Air Force song. Off we go. You feel lucky, huh?
Yeah, I sure do, but he's a tough opponent.
He really is. Let's meet him right now. How you doing there, Tiger?
Fine, Wink.
Ron Duvall, our current champion. So far, he has won in cash and prizes, and so much of this is cold, hard cash. $40,850. How do you feel about all this so far?
It just doesn't seem too real right now.
You think the luck's going to stay with you?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of knowledge up there in that head of yours, too. That kind of helps.
A little luck, too.
Yeah, a lot of different areas of knowledge in both of your minds, so let's get back to the business at hand, all right?
Good.
Hardly wait for this one to begin. On the last show, you had tied once, and you were about to start your second game when we ran out of time. Here are the categories I know you'll recognize. These are the ones we were playing with: fads and follies, young stars, foods, boxing, presidents, the 60s, potluck pictures, sex symbols, and astronomy. Ron, as our champion, of course, you always go first, and I wish you both, once again, good luck. Begin.
I think I'll go to the center with presidents, Wink.
Presidents it is, and here is the question worth $300 to the pot, Ron. And, of course, you know we give you a little extra time for your answer on this one. The last names of our presidents have started with letters ranging from A to W. First, who would come first in an alphabetical list of the presidents? Secondly, who would come last in an alphabetical list of the presidents? Think about that for a few seconds, Ron. Again, Ron, the last names of our presidents have started with letters ranging from A to W. Who would come first in an alphabetical list of the presidents?
Adams.
Yes, John Adams. Who would come last in an alphabetical list of the presidents?
Washington.
No. Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. Let us look at the board once again, shuffle the categories around, and of course, from the last show, we have $3,400 already ensconced in the pot. Doc?
Well, I'll try the center for sex symbols, Wink.
Sex symbols in the center. Again, worth $300 to the pot. Doc, this Italian sex symbol met her husband when he judged a beauty contest she had entered. She has starred in several movies he produced, such as Attila the Hun and The Cassandra Crossing. First, name her and then name him. Think about that for a few seconds. Again, the Italian sex symbol we have in mind. Name her, Doc.
Sophia Loren.
Correct. Name him.
Carlo Ponti.
Yes, that's right, for the center box. So we put an O there. Doc started out the right way. $300 more to the pot. Let's move the categories around and get back to Ron as he tries to double up and catch up.
Let's go to an area I'm familiar with, the 60s up in the right-hand corner.
All right, the 1960s. Ron, this conservative senator from Arizona was the Republican candidate for president in 1964. His campaign motto was, "In your heart, you know he's right." Name him.
Goldwater.
Yes, Senator Barry Goldwater. Put an X there. Move the categories around. Quick shuffle. We add $200 to the pot. It's worth $3,900, Doc.
Wink, I'll try sex symbols again.
Sex symbols once again, over on the left side in the middle. Question, Doc. In the 1979 movie And Justice for All, this sexy male superstar played a dedicated trial lawyer who finds himself at odds with the establishment. Name the actor.
That's Al Pacino, Wink.
Yes, that's right. So an O goes there, and we shuffle again, adding $200 into the pot at the same time. $4,100 in the pot. Ron?
I've got to stick with the 60s to block, Wink.
To block him on the 1960s, Ron, answer this. In 1968, this handsome, extroverted intellectual became a world figure when he became the Prime Minister of Canada. In 1979, he was defeated for re-election. For a block, name him.
Trudeau.
Yes, Pierre Elliott Trudeau of Canada. Good for a block. Put an X there. Another $200 in the pot. Let's move the categories around once again and move back to Doc Fass.
Well, looks like I have to stick with sex symbols, Wink.
Yeah, you need this one for a block. You blocked him. Now, Doc, you got to block Ron with sex symbols as the subject. In the 1930s, Marlene Dietrich, Theda Bara, and Jean Harlow were all sex symbols. To block Ron, which one was known as the Platinum Blonde?
That's Jean Harlow.
Yes, that's right. You blocked him again. So we put an O there, another $200 in the pot. At this critical moment, we're going to pause for a word from a few sponsors, and then we'll continue. Ron Duvall, in the playing of the game thus far, has defeated 6 opponents. He's already won one of these prizes. Ron, if you defeat 4 more opponents, which would include Doc, you would win a second one. Jay, tell him what it is.
Another brand new car! The all-new Buick Skylark, designed for comfort and convenience, with front-wheel drive providing impressive control and traction. Furnished by Buick. Polyglycol Sound Shield for the noisy underside of your car. Not an undercoating. Polyglycol is a sound shield available at new car dealers only. Now back to Wink.
I don't know why I should be nervous. I'm getting nervous for both of you. I'm not even playing the game. $4,500 in the pot on this game so far goes up with each correct answer. Let's shuffle the categories and see what comes up for Ron to pick from. There they are, Ron.
Wink, I have to go to the upper left-hand corner with astronomy to block.
You sure do. To block Doc, answer this, Ron. In March of 1979, the spacecraft Voyager 1 amazed scientists when it discovered a ring around the largest planet in our solar system. For a block of Doc, name the planet.
Jupiter.
Yes, that's right. Good for a block. So, an O or an X goes in that box and another $200 in the pot. There are 3 boxes left. The categories that show up now, Doc, could decide, I say, the outcome of the game. Let's shuffle. Sex symbols, astronomy, and fads and follies.
Well, looks like this is my category, Wink. I'll try sex symbols again.
Boy,
Run block.
the computer's really letting that one come up a lot, isn't it? Eh?
Story of my life.
Sex symbols. Oh, really? Is your wife here, Doc?
I'm not married, Wink.
Oh, I said that helps. Yeah. You got out of that one quickly. All right, for a block. He doesn't look or act much like a sex symbol, but at one point he was the highest paid actor in the world. To block Ron, name this star of Mr. Majestic and Death Wish.
Charles Bronson.
Yes, that's right. You blocked Ron for that. So an O goes there. Another $200 goes into the pot. The pot is now up to $4,900. Ron, we're down to 2 boxes. The categories that appear in them will determine if we have a tie. We shuffle. Select from presidents or foods.
I have to go to foods to block, Wink.
If you answer this question correctly on foods, we will indeed have a block of Doc, and we'll have the second tie between you two. Here's the question for a tie. This expensive seafood item can be served as homard thermidor, a la Newburgh, or simply boiled with butter. For a tie game, name it.
Lobster.
Yes, we have a tie. Another tie game, and X goes in that box, and we have in the pot now, as we get another game underway between you two, $5,100. Sounds like Monopoly money, but that's real stuff. Real money you're playing for. We're going to show you 9 new categories, and the pot will continue to grow with every correct answer. Here they are. Famous firsts, Wild West, poetry, tennis, one-word titles, symbols, famous actors, Bobs and Roberts, and botany. $5,100 in the pot. Ron, begin.
I think I'll start in the center with one-word titles.
One-word titles. The subject worth $300 to the pot. Ron, this popular television series stars Seda Thompson and James Broderick as Kate and Doug Lawrence. The series also stars a popular young actress as Buddy, one of their many children? First, give me the one-word title of the series, and then give me the actress who plays Buddy. Here's your extra time. Ron, we're talking about the popular TV series starring Seda Thompson and James Broderick as Kate and Doug Lawrence. The series also stars a popular young actress as Buddy. Give me the one-word title of the series.
Family.
Right. Name the actress who plays Buddy.
Christy McNichols.
Right. That's good for the center box. Family and Christy McNichol. Another $300 goes into the pot. The pot is now up to $5,400 in cash. Let's shuffle the categories, and Doc Fass, your turn to select.
Wink, I'll take Wild West in the lower left-hand corner.
Wild West, the subject, this the question. This colorful Wild West judge, who was portrayed in the movies by Paul Newman, held court on the porch of his saloon. Name him.
It's Judge Roy Bean.
You got it. That's right. Put it over there. Another $200 in the pot. Let's shuffle the categories all around. Ron, we're up to $5,600 on this game. Select.
I'll go to the bottom with symbols, Wink.
Symbols, bottom center. Question. Take a look first at this symbol, Ron. This symbol represents one of America's major film studios. Name it.
Universal.
No, I'm sorry, it's Paramount. Paramount Pictures, that famous logo represents Paramount. So we still have $5,600 in the pot. Let's shuffle the categories around on our big board and move back to Doc.
Wink, I'll take one-word titles in the upper left.
All right, here's your question, Doc. This movie starred Jane Fonda and Vanessa Redgrave as two childhood friends who became reunited in wartime Germany. Name it.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
This movie starred Jane Fonda and Vanessa Redgrave as two childhood friends who became reunited in wartime Germany. Name it.
That's Julia, Wink.
Yes, that's right. Julia, good for a big O on the board. Another $200 in the pot as we move the categories again. Shuffle takes place. We add $200 to the pot. It's worth $5,800. Ron, your turn.
It's not my best subject, but I've got to go to poetry to block, Wink.
All right, to block Doc, answer this question on poetry, Ron. Achilles is the hero of one of the greatest poems in the history of literature. For a block, what is the title of this epic work by Homer?
Odyssey.
No, it's the Iliad, rather than the Odyssey. They kind of go hand in hand, though. All right, let's shuffle the categories around. $5,800 in the pot. Doc, your turn to pick.
Well, it looks like I have a chance here with symbols, Wink, so I'll try that.
If you answer the question on symbols correctly, Doc, you'll become the new champion on Tic Tac Dough, and to show for your efforts, you'll have exactly $6,000 in cash. Doc, first take a look at this symbol. This symbol represents one of the major monetary units in the world. For Tic Tac Dough and $6,000, what is this unit called?
The pound.
Is that acceptable?
Yes, it is, Wink.
Yes, the pound sterling. For Tic Tac Dough. I didn't mean to give you a heart seizure there, Doc, but I always like to stick with what I have on my card, and it says pound sterling. So I wanted to be sure that that was acceptable to our judges. It was indeed, and you are the winner of $6,000. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
How are you
Thank you.
feeling now?
Oh, wow. Can't believe it.
Did I give you a little start there?
Sure did.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. It wasn't on purpose, believe me.
A few more gray hairs.
Are there gray hairs up there?
Sure are.
I think I detect maybe one or two. Hey, Doc, again, congratulations. You have a chance to go up against the Dragon shortly.
Thank you.
And to Ron Duvall of the Air Force Academy. When you first came out, we said that you had to uphold the challenge of the Air Force Academy by at least perhaps equaling Brian Donovan and Peter DeVries, who came out of that academy. You didn't quite get as far as they did. They're two of our biggest winners, won over $100,000. But Ron, nobody can take a blink of an eye at what you did here, because what you did was just win $40,850, and we congratulate you for that. How do you feel about all this?
I'm very pleased.
Missed a couple of questions here and there on this particular show, but you were marvelous, and thank you for giving us some very exciting games of Tic Tac Dough. Good luck to you. We're going to take a commercial timeout, and then we'll see how Doc does against the Dragon. We'll be right back. Pass, sir, for a couple of reasons. First, because you're in uniform, and also because you did very well against that last gentleman. I salute you, sir.
Thank you.
And good luck against the Dragon. Come on over here. Taking off your back? Now, behind these numbers are various amounts of money, and as you know, a dragon. And all you have to do is reach $1,000 or more, and you win a very nice prize package. You're aware of that. But our next prize package is more or less designed to let you have fun on the water, and Jay Stewart will tell you what I mean by that. Jay?
Right, first, Doc, you'll discover the fun of cruising when you navigate your own sailboat. Snark Sunflower Sailboat. It'll carry 2 adults or 4 children safely. It only weighs 45 pounds. It's safe and easily transportable. Sunflower, furnished by Snark Products Incorporated. And your sailboat comes with this handy marine radio, the Regency Polaris MT-1200, a 12-channel, 25-watt VHF marine transceiver built with Regency reliability. Regency Polaris, the only name you need to know in marine electronics. And next, you can capture all the beauty of the water on film with this unique underwater movie camera. The Umic Nautica is the biggest splash in Super 8 in years. At home, anywhere, even underwater. Nautica by Umic. And finally, Doc, now that you've had a taste of fun on the water, it'll continue on your trip to the exotic location of St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands. The island paradise of the Caribbean with its tropical sun, sand, and sea. It makes St. Thomas an ideal vacation resort. Enjoy sailing, scuba diving, and snorkeling. Explore the coves and coral reefs and relax at this island paradise. While there, you'll stay at Bluebeard's Castle Hotel. Deluxe accommodations, gourmet dining, dancing, and entertainment, poolside living, tennis, and fantastic beaches to choose from at Bluebeard's Castle Hotel. And Doc, this wonderful water package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,550.
I'll take that. You don't want it. Remember, avoid the Dragon or you lose everything. Get the Tic and the Tac, you automatically get the dough. Let's cover everything up on the board, move them all around, begin. Numbers are 1 to 9. And why don't you start out by selecting the first one?
Well, I think I'll start with number 1, Wink.
Okay, he'll start with number 1, then we'll see if we can get some help for you in the audience. All right, what's behind 1? $100. There it is. Now, who do you have with you here in the audience? I know you have somebody.
Yeah, I got a bunch of people. I have my roommate out there and my friends. They're telling me to go to number 3, so I think I'll take number 3.
All right, number 3 it is. They say take 3, and he's going to go along with their thinking. Is it a good thought? $250 worth of good thinking. So you got $350. Remember, you can stop at any time along the way, knowing the next call might be the Dragon.
Well, let's see. They're giving me the 4 sign now, so I'll try 4, Wink.
4 sign, all right. He's going to take him in a row, right next to 3 and before 5. Number 4, Tac. Add it to Tic, you got to win. Let's go back to them now.
Okay, what do you say, guys?
What do you say, fellas?
They're giving me a victory sign, so I'll go for 2 for a victory.
Sign for 2. Let's go up to number 2 and fill in that blank. Oh, anything but 2 in this game. In this particular game, 2 was a bad one for you. But you won the game and you did fairly well. You got close, $350. You needed 1 for, well, to go along with Tac, but you didn't find it. Let's look at the rest of the board. To go with Tac, Tic was behind number 8. All right, you still have that $6,000 in cash with the opportunity to meet a new opponent and keep right on playing until you lose in our regular game. So let's get over there and we'll meet that person, okay? Jay Stewart, who are you going to bring out for us?
Well, Wink, here's a sales manager for a medical equipment company. He enjoys skiing and boating. Meet Max Putnam.
Talk a little bit about that boating business. Tell us about boating.
Well, boating, I own a 16-foot sailboat, and I used to be a yacht salesman.
You sold yachts?
Yeah.
You must have seen some terrific boats.
Oh, I've seen some fantastic boats, Winks, with water beds, sunken tubs, you name it, it's on a boat.
Max, what's the difference between, say, a yacht and a boat?
Well, the difference basically is the price. Around $50,000 is the cutoff point right now.
I own a couple of yachts myself. Front
you
yacht
do?
and a back yacht, yeah.
Where'd you get them from?
Somehow I'm getting a sinking feeling right here in the pit of my stomach. Let's launch this next game of Tic Tac Dough, shall we? All right, be that way, and I'll throw a commercial at you. Watch this. like to give a new contestant who's just walked out here in a very nervous feeling a little longer to get nervous. Sorry about that, Max, but we're going to have to stop now because we're out of time. Wish you good luck on the next show. I promise to get a game underway. Congratulations to you, Doc. We'll see you next time with your $6,000 and all. Hey, I'm Wink Martindale. Thank you for being with us on Tic Tac Dough. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Take 2 parts family, 1 part host.
Survey's up?
No, 2 parts host.
There's nobody more down with it than I am.
Wait, 3.
I don't know where that came from.
No, 4.
Thank you.
I declare I have the vapors.
Mix it all together for the Family Feud-a-thon. 4 fabulous hosts, 12 classic feuds, 1 great recipe.
Are you ready for fun?
Sunday.